With the release of the Adobe Creative Cloud, probably quite a number of people, certainly people obviously who have gone for the cloud, have got access to things like Photoshop CS6 as well as Illustrator CS6. And the combination of Illustrator and Photoshop are very, very useful. And I'm just going to go now to Illustrator. I'm just going to select Illustrator down there. And I'm going to create a design, which I'm going to then copy into Photoshop and use as a smart object. Right. The design I'm going to use is actually one created using the Shape Effects plugin. It's from Graphic Extras. Well, the new website is www.toolboxplugins.com, and it's only for CS6. So I'm just going to select that, and I'm going to create a design. It creates a sort of like flower designs or cross designs or frame designs, and there's a vast range of different designs that can be created with that. So just obviously takes the current fill and the current stroke. I'm just going to create another design there. Design there. Hold the shift key down, just slightly modifies the shape. So there's a vast range of different designs. Now, of course, if you don't like one of the designs, you can just quickly go and delete the design. I don't like that bit, so I'm just going to remove that. Right. So I've got that design now. Maybe I could change the colour. I don't have to go with that colour, so I'm just going to change the colour slightly. Right. Isolation mode. Select those. Edit. Copy. Now go to Photoshop. And I'm going to go to the Edit and Paste. And I'm going to use the Smart Object. Smart Object is very good because you can actually apply smart effects, smart filters, as well as it can still be edited in Illustrator. So it's still a vector, and you can just basically double click on the smart object, go back into Illustrator and create a slightly different design. And that's what I'm going to do a little bit later. So I'm just going to click OK at that point. And now I'm going to resize it slightly. Just place it there. And I think apply an effect. So I'm just going to apply a basic blur. Click OK. I'm going to go to the layer, and you will see it's a vector smart object, smart blah, blah, Gaussian blur. Right, select that, and I'm just going to double click the vector because I want to change it. I've suddenly changed. I don't want that design. I want to maybe make one of those pass red or something. So I'm just going to double click on that, and it goes back into Illustrator. Now, obviously, I still had it open, but I could have actually removed that. So those paths are actually generated again. So I'm just going to, I don't like those designs, so I'm just going to completely change it. So I'm going to remove that, going to go back to this tool, and I'm going to now create a slightly different path. And I'm just going to go with, and that. Just randomly quickly create some designs. And I'm happy now with that design. And I'm just going to go to File, Save. Right. So done that. And now go back to Photoshop. And Photoshop will magically updates the designs, which was, like I say, smart objects. They're smartly updated. And now I'm just going to just resize that. Move that around a bit. Click OK. And the effect is applied again. And of course, like I say, it's a smart object. It's got a smart filter, and you can modify that blur, maybe remove it, or even increase it slightly if you want to remove that design. Right, so that's a quick and easy way of using Illustrator and Photoshop together with using the various plugins that are found only in Illustrator. So obviously, Photoshop doesn't come with things like the shape effects tools, so obviously it brings that feature in a sense into Photoshop CS6 without actually having to have a new plugin for Photoshop CS6.